gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter when they come to him.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome just west of the French Quarter in New Orleans. We're in the second quarter as it's the Texans in control of the football.
Hey, set. 19. Let's get it.
Throwing on second down. Watson flushed out right. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that. One good for 15 and a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching day. Debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Allen. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Third and long. It's Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting... Right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wes Horton in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and he's going to go down again. Wes Horton, his 2nd sack of the night. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him. A few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged, here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Breeze, maybe a free play. He's got it to Matthews, complete.
Offside, defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
Breeze here finding Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they had split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002, but you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now Watson, flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get Inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Watson, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Steps, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport. His second sack of the night.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards. To take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Watson on third and goal. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. And
he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation... Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things.
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Completes this one to Meredith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Now Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play. Better and better.
Here's Jones. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Houston, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't
The players on your team earned XP.
clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support bra. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes.